Hello, Count Sake here, back with another Unity Ride programming stuff. Okay, yeah, I barely even know the name of my own series. Okay, I mean, I kind of did change the name of it after all, but like, yeah, I have to admit, I've really been enjoying making this series, and I have to say, I'm starting to feel a bit sad because, like, this, let's just say that I'm pretty much almost done with this program. Now, I can't even believe that because I've actually never came so close to finishing any program that I've ever made in like Unity. And I guess for right now I can show what I have done in the previous episode, which was like if you actually literally look at the time I'm doing this. Um yeah, it's literally like very recent when I did so. So let me go ahead and maybe like make this one small and what is it here? Okay, so I'm also going to rotate you, oh, the middle guy. Okay. You by 45 degrees. Then I'll give this guy on the bottom here. I'll also make him small. However, I'm going to rotate him by as much. Cube properties cube 8. I'll go and name this guy to the top. Probably. I also kind of noticed that the name, if I change the name here, it actually doesn't update that one, so I actually really should change that. Anyway, so so let me actually give this one a color. So this is just to demonstrate what I've done in the past. So just giving stuff some color so that we can more easily identify things. Maybe this one can be like red, so I think F0000F. Let's make the middle one like black, so 000. So I feel like making it small, so yeah. Give this guy a weird rotation, 45. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Also make him white. Whoops, not complete, incomplete. And yeah. And you, I could do F0, F0, F0. Okay, fine. 0F, 0F, 0F. No. FF, 000. No? Okay. I want something different. So 0FFFF 0. There we go. That's a different color. All right. So I think I've done a bit of editing. I'll just make this one like maybe 0.5, like something like that. Something just to make, just to let everything know that I can actually do a save. And this one I could just call weird thing, and then I can press save. And as you can see, we actually have a place where this is saved. So I guess I'll go ahead and navigate to that. Let me go and find it. Actually, no, it's in app data or app data. So percentage app data percentage. Here we go, and I need to go back. So we local low Unity, or no, not Unity, default company, and we go to Minecraft Ride program. As you can see here, we have weird thing .mc ride, and yeah, and here, whoops, we can actually, if we stop playing, and well, and we input, let's say, oops, let's actually make sure that we're facing towards the positive Z. So let me load weird thing. And yes, it exactly pretty much it works. It's pretty much exactly how it works exactly. Even if I was to destroy out all of these, I can actually do, once again, I can actually go back to view and press load. And here we can say we have to pass in the file name weird thing. And here we can return the game, and as you can see, yeah, it's pretty much back to exactly how I wanted it. And even then, I have another one, which is, I call it vehicle. I spelled it wrong. Vehicle, and then we press load, and as you can see, yeah, this is all the stuff that we've done so far. That's basically what I did last time. As for what I plan to do in this episode, as you can see, yeah, just as for what we plan to do in this episode, I think that it's about. I think I should actually work on some of the, some of the like, some, what is it? Maybe some controls, and maybe like we can even get into like the what is it? Simulate mode, just a bit of it. So yeah, and void update. Basically, we all know the Control S is the default to save, and basically we have to do is if we have to first off what we're going to do is if input.get key, and we do this one will be key code dot. This one is the left control. Then we do, and then we have and input dot get key. I'll do get key down and key code dot s. We want to do is check save, and yeah. Basically, this is just this. This basically does if press Control plus S. Hello there. It's actually kind of raining outside right now. Okay, Control plus S, then save. That's basically what this does. Make that capital just so that my brain. Hello again. Jeez. Okay, so basically, as you can see, if I press Control, so yeah, there's a bit of a problem there. Apparently it's it's setting this active to true. However, it's not bringing up the menu. So basically, we have to go to the pause menu dot pause menu. There we go. Dot pause menu. Make sure that is true. Otherwise, yeah, that's going to make things a little awkward because we can't actually see it when the pause menu is not on. So even though you can see, there we go. It brings us up here. Now we actually, when we do press Control, I do not want the camera to move. So basically, I want to go to cam control, and we have to do is we only want to do this if input dot get key, and we do key code dot left control, then what we want to do is move cam is set equal to false, and basically we just want to set it to false, and we want rotate cam equal to false. There we go. So with that, we can basically prevent the player from moving when trying to do something. So if we press Control, I'm pressing the WASD, and I pressed S. There we go. We returned it back to game. So Control, and yeah. Now I'm not really sure why the why the lock cursor. Let me find where lock cursor is. Cursor lock. Okay, cursor lock. Honestly, this one should not be a. This one should not be a in it with rotate cam. Actually, yeah, it probably should. Actually, it probably should. But I find it weird that when I do confined, it's yeah like that. So when we have confined, is there any other functions dot visible equal to true? We only want to make this visible when it to like so, and if it's locked, then we want to set this to false. So yeah, this is maybe to help us. Maybe this can help us work with our controls and see. So yeah, as you can see, it's locked. Press Control, and well, for some reason, it's still locked in the center. I believe that's actually because of that I'm using the Unity engine. Not the Unity engine. I'm using the editor right now. I mean, I could try to make a build right now, but I don't really feel like it. Also, I feel like I should probably just delete this. Anyway, so yeah. Well, what else can we do? So we currently just have the lock cursor and the. Let's go check out the mode manager. Let's see. So we currently have build, we currently have edit, we currently have simulate. View is very simple. It doesn't really need to do anything. Pause mode. And yeah. Okay. So this is all going to be very interesting. So in private ins, escape press. I guess we can also have another shortcut. Basically, what we could do, rather than doing it like this, I can actually do it like this. We're going to make it if input.get key down key code.s will run this command. Oops. Otherwise, if we want to say if input.get key down key code.l, why not? We want to load a save file. Now, basically, how do we do this? So, for one, we need to actually go under the UI manager. So we have to go to, UI manager. And then we go here. The mode manager, and okay, in our save manager, let me get rid of the mode manager. Here, what we need to do is UI manager.script.pausmenu.get set active to true because we need to be able to see it. And we go to UI manager.script.load save or load. Actually, hold on. How many times am I using the UI manager now? I'll think about it. UI manager is used a decent amount. I guess it's decoder. Okay, let's see. UI manager. I think it's okay enough to put a UI manager. So this is called call it UI manage. UI script. There we go. UI script. There we go, and we'll let a UI manager. Oh wait, UI. Come on, UI script is equal to UI manager. Dot script. Hold on. Actually, before I do that, I want to go to U. I'm going to do this. Control R, and we'll do UI manager. Can't do this. Okay, fine. Actually, wait, I could do this. Control Shift F and replace UI manager dot script and replace it currently with UI script. So let me just replace. Okay, here we go. See? Oops, did not mean to do that. Okay, there we go. With that, we can now say UI script is equal to UI manager.script. There we go. UI manager, UI script, and then we can do this load save and load menu. Oh, save or load file. Wait, what are the, okay, these are very vague function names. Save or load file. Okay, so it's not that one, so it's going to have to be. Okay, what? Is it just me or am I missing a function here? Because something looks like it's missing. Save or load file. Oh, I think all I really need to do is do save.load save or load menu dot we will set the get the second one dot set active to true. I believe that's what I need to do. All right, so there we go. With that, I can probably just press Control L now. Let me go ahead and do that. Press Control L. Didn't do anything. Okay. Did I save? Um, hmm. Try this again. That was weird. So if I press Control L, what happens? If I press Control S, it works. So that's interesting. What? Control S seems to input that gate key code down. Oh. I forgot to remove this. That's my bad. My bad. Okay, anyway. Now if I do Control L, there we go, we can load a file very easily. Now, I'm wondering if I should add any more other shortcuts. Okay. As of right now, I don't really see anything that really, yeah, I don't really see anything that's like, uh, let's see. Kind of realized that, okay. Now, yeah, I think I now should probably work on the like on the mode when you go into simulate mode because I don't think there's really much of anything else I can do right now. Basically, this. Okay, sorry, I'm just making sure I understand everything. So this one, just put it to that. Go. Um, oh yeah, we probably don't want to be able to interact with stuff. We don't probably yeah, we probably don't want to be able to interact with input.get key code.left not left alt left control just to make sure. Move cam, and we want to just return for this one. And we can still highlight the block. We can still highlight the block. It's just that as for interacting with it, no. Okay. Here we go. Also, let me also public float as the reach. Interactable script current focus. Current focus. Okay, so with that, I think we can now go to the block interact. Now, there currently before we actually even do that, we kind of need to work on the UI for it. Let me close this block properties because it's not really doing anything. Now let's go to UI and let's have a new panel. And this one will be for the simulation panel. And now what we have to do here is we need to be able to input numbers, and those numbers will correspond to rotation. And basically we want this to rotate together as one object, not like a bunch of different objects. That's exactly what we don't want. Excuse me. So yeah, I guess I can demonstrate a bit of what I am doing using Desmos. So I'm just going to do a bit of stuff off screen for a bit. So I'll have a set of coordinates. So like I'm going to just have it like z sub or whatever. B this be equal to something. Okay, with that we'll take this. We'll make a formula. Just make a formula. I'll have a folder here just cause calculations. We'll have another point. We'll call it yeah. Okay. And this point will be equal to a times this. It's going to be O. O is going to be something that we to edit, and plus or minus the and we have to kind of do opposite thing. This one will be plus, and this one will be like so. Let me also change the color of this so we can tell that this, yeah. Okay. I guess I can go ahead and show you guys this. So let me, no, I did not. Okay, come on. Go to degree. Okay, so over here, let me go ahead and show you. Put that over there. Oh, will you add some shaders, or will you just make like Rust Minecraft? Oh, I'm not really making. No, this is. If you read the title of my stream, I'm making it for a ride and making it for like rides. And if you don't really get what I mean by rides, it's like basically more complex kind of things. I guess I can open up. I could show up my Minecraft thing over here. This is kind of basically works with armor stands, and it's going to try to make more complex vehicles. Or I probably should have opened 1.9 or something. I'm not really making shaders, so no, definitely not. I don't think I know anything about how to properly work with those types of with like shaders and things. Basically, oh, what the heck did I? Oh, wrong thing to edit. This one is the one I wanted to edit. But anyway, basically, my program in Minecraft is basically supposed to overall do something like this. It's relative to some block point. We basically want to take a point and rotate it. That's basically like that. That's what I currently am working on. As for where's Minecraft? Did I open Minecraft? Okay, sure. I thought I opened Minecraft, but okay. Maybe I closed it before it opened. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I guess, yeah. Minecraft write program. Hold on. I guess I can go ahead and open up I'll go ahead and open up one of my, actually, no, I do not want to do that. Oh, just, I feel very awkward. Okay, close. Going to be multiplied by this value. That's 1 will be minus. Is that what I calculated earlier? I don't think that's okay. Sorry, I need to refer to some mathematics that I did. There appears to be a bit of a problem with what I have in store. Well, whatever. Okay, and all I really need to do is let this one equal to and let this one equal to okay. Why? Okay, I swear I tested this formula. Okay, I tested a formula I had earlier, and it apparently now it's not. It appears to not be correct. Oh, my HDMI. Okay. Appears to not be working anymore. I'm actually a little bit worried about my HDMI. It's not doing. It doesn't appear to be doing very well. It's like laptop is kind of new, and like I have a feeling there's something wrong with it. Okay. Um. Anyway, I swear this formula worked that I have in front of me. Oh, okay, never mind. I just completely messed up something for some odd reason. Okay, so my formulas do work. It's just that I was being stupid. Okay, and then this one plus that gives me this. Yay. Okay, let me also do something just to make things more visible. I'll go ahead and show you guys what I'm doing. So yeah, just give me a second. I'm just going to make sure that things are visible. Here we go. And we'll go ahead and have it like this. Now, okay, I don't believe that's a good color for that. Actually, we'll make this one blue. Okay. As you can see, yeah, this one basically does a rotation like so. Um, anyway, see, this one we'll set this one to 0. Okay, well, you know what, I'll go ahead and show you that this basically, whatever formula, this is basically kind of what I'm doing, so give me, like, okay, so currently we have this, but I feel like I kind of want to expand upon this a bit more, so I'll go ahead and more properly. I'll take this as a command block, and this one will be high 0. Instead of it, and actually no, we'll do it. This one is supposed to be the execute command, so we'll have it execute. And here we'll call it high 0 or something. And rather than this, we'll have it exactly the same height because we want it to be the same exact size. And well, I want this one to be 0.2625, like in the positive. Oh wait, no, not positive. I think we want it in the negative. So negative this much. So yeah. Oh yeah, I probably should have something here like C and equate this to 8, no, 10 divided by 16 and multiply this by C. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and summon all this stuff. So actually, I want to give this one a different. So this one I'll make it light underscore blue. Is that okay? Give cancel the light. Yeah, there we go. And this one, I guess I can make him like red or something. So this one I'll make it a red wool. And here, as you can see, are little tiny armor stands. It's like kind of like, whoops. Oh, we're not supposed to be. No, we're supposed to be. This guy's supposed to be large. This guy's not high 1. This one's high. What? Okay, that's also not what I wanted to do. Wait, this is the. Oh, that's a negative z. My bad. I meant to put it on the. Okay, positive z. Positive z. So here. There we go. And yeah, this is basically idea. So I'm going to now have to rotate. Let me find it. This one high 0. I'm going to rotate. Not as instead of 30 degrees. Why not? We'll make it. We'll make this one a 50, 50, and lastly 50. Now, go ahead and rotate that. As you can see, these are now not aligned. I'm going to rotate them relative to this white one. So I basically want the red one to move exactly to behind it, and this one to move. I want this guy to move there, and this guy to move there. Actually, I kind of just realized something. We do not multiply this by C. So yeah. So now we have to give. Oh wow, that's a bright lightning. Yeah, it's kind of like thundering right now. If I treat the z-axis as the x-axis, and yeah, because Minecraft doesn't use the x, it doesn't use. Wait. Oh, my perception of 3D is going insane. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, because Minecraft. Yeah, we'll pretend that the z-axis is the x-axis. Now let's go ahead and solve for this blue guy here first. So first off, we need to get its position relative to the rotate thing. Okay, so currently is at positive, yeah. And so let's currently set it up. So this guy is 0, and this one is 0.625 on the x-axis, because this is the A is supposed to be along the x-axis, as you can see here. A. Now we want to rotate it, and as you can see, if we consider this as this, no, it rotates. Oh, it rotates here, so 50. So then we have to consider it to. We look down. This is a negative 50. This is actually a negative 50 rotation. So let me go ahead and do that as well. So this one, no, this one has to go to, okay, hold on, let me increase the bounds here. Negative 30, and this one we'll set to negative 50. Now, if I'm correct, these are the numbers that I need to input. So this one here, I guess I can go ahead and copy it. Now, for the teleport, I'm going to have to do something different. Let me go here and grab U and have this one to 0. We want to teleport this guy. Okay, hold on. Let me look back at the stuff again. Oh, hello again. Hi. Happy face. All I can say is I recognize you. So so the A is the difference in the x in this x. So we treat the x as the z axis. So we're going to put it here. Wait, what? Run at S. Wait, this is a summon. Oh, hey. Hi, PewDiePie. Anyway, so this one is a teleport. What the heck did I? Okay, what the heck was that command block that I got? Okay, so this one's supposed to be high at E, high 0, and in this case, we want to set the Z as this one. Now, apparently, I think we need to reduce the number of okay, apparently fine. I can't copy paste it from Desmos, so like so, and 0.22325. Let's do that. 22325. Check that. 22325. Okay, now for the B, which is going to be the X. So we have to decrease it by negative 47877. 47877. So negative 0.47877. Let me also just make sure that this. Oh yeah, it's actually yes, this should work. Now, as for this guy, we now have to do the relative. Now we have to do the position of. Actually, let's kind of test this one first. As you can see, it perfectly lined up with how we wanted it to. That is what this program that I'm developing is supposed to do. And yeah, so let me go ahead and do it the same thing for this red guy. And we need to get its relative position first, which it is at. I'm going to pretend that this one. I'm just going to pretend that it's along the same height. So yeah. As for U, this is going to be like so. So we need to input this number into our A and B. So our A is now going to be, actually wait, no, the initial position, we need to consider where it is. So along the X, So the x is going to be that. So it's negative. So yeah, negative this. 0.531. There we go. Right, negative 531. And yeah. So we, as you can see, it goes up here, which pretty much should be in line with how we wanted it to be. Get that pun. Okay. Anyway. So okay, so now we have to just input these values, which is 18967, 18967, 18967. Okay, 18967, 18967. And it's going to rain again. 18967, 18967. There we go. For the x. Then for the y, we're going to do, or the, yeah, sure. 40676, 40676, 40676, 40676. There we go. And let's go ahead and test it. See? And there we go. As you can see, I technically already do have a program that can do this for me. However, I want to automate it even more for myself. So yeah. Because I have to admit that honestly does take a while. I'm just really hoping that I can copy paste into command box. Yeah, but otherwise I would have to do a lot of work. So yeah, that's basically what this program is designed to do, which I probably should have said from the start. However, why not? I'll explain it now and today. And yeah, here we go. That's pretty much these equations work. And well, let's go ahead and work on it in our Unity program. So we currently want the simulation stuff. Now, oh wait, hold on. I need to take a notice at something. I need to understand, does the rotation in Unity also match up with the does rotation in Unity match up with how it does in Minecraft? That's also very important. And I mean, just doing the position made me go crazy. And well, the reason why that's important is because the way that things rotate, if you consider this y-axis to be, where's it okay, maybe I should bring up Blender because, or no, I could just just make a cube. So let me just create a cube here. Let me set it back to 0, 0, 0 all the way, and let's focus on it. Now let's go ahead and rotate it along the y-axis. Actually, I'll do it like this. So as you can see, if we rotate this guy, notice how this vertical axis, this is how it's rotating. That is how how it's rotating. I think Blender actually would be able to show it a little better. But basically, relative to around, it rotates around the y-axis, and if you look at the y value here, it's changing. That's how rotation works, basically. And that's one of the ways to do rotation. And actually, you have some very interesting rotations here because quaternions. But anyway, yeah, this is basically how rotations work. Let me reset everything again just so it understands stuff. So along the x, so we should expect, if we rotate along the x, wait, hold on. Oh, no, that's not the x. Wait, what? Okay, if we rotate along this y and along the x, it should be able to do this. That's what we're expecting. However, if we remember, in Minecraft, the x-axis is kind of is on the opposite side of where it is in Unity, and I don't know why Unity's coordinate system is weird. I mean, look at this. Why is Unity's coordinate system like this? If you're supposed to look from the positive z down to the xy plane, it should be that the y plane here is positive and the x here is, this one is supposed to be positive. However, it's the other way around. I do not understand why that is. Basically, Minecraft does this right. If you look here, if you look here, the z-axis here, We look down upon the XY plane. This is positive, this is negative, all as it should be. I don't understand why it is that way in Unity. Now, let's go. We kind of just need to work with random armor stands here because, or just any armor stand. We don't need to edit all of them. We just want to work with one. So yeah, let me go ahead and work with this guy. So currently 0 is facing this, is at this direction. Now let's go ahead and change this one to that. Excuse me. Okay, so okay, it goes downward. So what we should expect in Unity, let's go ahead and play. And we want to just edit, go to, oh wait, I kind of realized that there's a pan, okay, hold on. There's a panel in front of everything, so let me go ahead and hide that panel. Here we go, get rid of it, just hide it for now. And what we're going to do here is, let's go to edit mode and test it. So the rotation on the X, we set it to 40, and well, what the heck? Wait. What? Wait, why is there another block? Why is there a second block there? Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh, my bad. This cube, let's get rid of it. Bye, cube. Wait, we need to delete it from, yeah, there we go. Bye, cube. Thought I was instantiating cubes. Anyway, so let's go to edit mode and do a rotation along this. Now, let's see, from the positive X side. So, oh, it's actually, wow, this is perfect. So right now it's perfect. And it's facing this positive Z, and yeah, it's perfect. Wow, I'm surprised. Let me actually just lower this just a bit, just to make sure that nothing is messed up. So here it's still facing, yeah, it's still pretty much in, whoops, return the game. Still in this direction. Let's set this to 20, and as you can see, yeah, it's pretty much exact. That's good to know. Let's set this back to 0. Let's change. Okay, let's test for a 70-degree rotation. I actually should. Now that I think about it, I probably should indicate the forward direction. In Minecraft, the forward direction 0, 0 is exactly 0, 0 is in the positive Z direction. However, okay, we might need to make some sort of model thing. We don't really need to model anything. I think what we can do is we'll just create, actually, no, I want to model an arrow. I want to make an arrow. So let me go to Blender here. I just want to make an arrow. A simple arrow, and things will be cool, all right? So let's work with this guy. And we don't need to see that stuff. So go here. Let's go into orthographic mode, and let's create a vertice, and let's go ahead and set its position to this. And we'll go ahead and make this one set it to 6. Actually, no, we'll make it 11 because I think I want to put this all the way up to, why not? We'll have it at 8. Actually, no, that looks short. Let's put it at 10. Then here, I'll move you up to 15. No, it looks too high. I'll put it like 14. Whatever, I'll work with it. Anyway, and we want to expand. We're going to extrude, right click, scale it outward. Then what we're going to do is grab all those vertices and make an arrow. Here we go. Simple arrow, done, easy. However, I believe there's a useless face. Oh no, it's not that. Wait a second. We have some overlapping faces here. So actually, let me remove those. Oh wait, no, that's not, okay, nope, that's not what I want to do. Let's delete that face, those face. We want to do a vertex, whoops. Let me create some more edges here so that we can properly fix this arrow. Wow, thunder again, okay. And we can now go ahead and do that. And I believe the normals are off on this one, so we'll fix that once we close it off. And here, let's do Control N. Things are properly fixed. And now I think kind of want to move this guy up 1 pixel, so up 1. There we go. So that way its origin is right there. Now, I believe we also want to decrease the size of this. So, okay, the dimensions, we don't want it to be 2 meters. I think we definitely want it to be like 1 or something. 1. So it's going to look like this. It's a little weird, I have to admit, but I think, okay, 15, I think 15 is a bit too large for this. I'll make it 5. Okay, we'll go ahead and save this. I'll just go over here. Projects, Minecraft Ride program, assets, prefabs, and this one will be, I'll call it, why not, direction. And we'll save that file. And let's go back into Unity. Go ahead and close it out. Direction, okay, here it is. So we want to just put this into the here. Directional light. I wonder if I should add a light to this camera versus actually having it there. Okay, direction. Oh wow, that thing is still big. Jeez. Wow. Wow, okay. Yeah, I definitely probably need to edit that. Let me go back to it. There we go. Let's go ahead and fix that. So definitely, how about this? We'll set this guy to 1. Then we'll make this one like a quarter of a, or let's have it to 1 centimeter, or 10 centimeters, my bad. 10 centimeters, like so. Maybe like this one can be 1.5. And this one can be 20 centimeters, and as well for you, 20 centimeters. Let's go ahead and save. I'll keep it open just in case. And this should update. There we go. And yeah, that's definitely a lot more reasonable. Definitely a much more reasonable size. So we can go ahead and close that out. And now, let's go ahead and see what it looks like. So we want this to be in our special objects prefab. So let me, oh hey, it's open already. And this one is a public game object. And actually we want to get it specifically its transform. And this one will be the direction arrow. Just as I was saying, yeah, direction arrow. We basically all we want to do is to go into the, where is it? Direction, main camera. Okay, here we want to set it up. So direction arrow, we get direction. Yay. Okay, so now what we want to do is, whoops, not Minecraft. Actually, we can close off. Wait. No, never mind. I'll keep it closed for now because I have to do a bit of coding. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is when we open the properties, what we want to do here is that we also want to when we open the properties, we want to be able to tell which direction the block is facing. I forgot how to make a block a parent of another, or a. All right, so yeah, that sounds like a very interesting thing to do. So what we need to do is set a direction arrow parented to the block. So that way we can just understand its stuff. So not special object. We just have our own it. Okay, this special objects dot script dot direction arrow dot transform dot parent is set equal to transform. And this transform refers to the block that the block interact script is attached to. And I might need to actually change the rotation and stuff of it. However, I don't believe it's going to be that hard. So let me go ahead and check. Hey, Unity, come on. Unity, come on. There we go. Okay, good. I was checking my mic if my mic was not muted. So let's go to edit mode. And as you can see, we also need to make sure that if we're not, we also need to make sure that this is not visible if it's not, okay, by default, this thing is supposed to be invisible. So we also need to do this dot game object dot set active to true. Then we also need to set it to false somewhere. So let me find where I believe it's in UI manager. So those properties, here we go. We also want to do this. Set this to false. Here we go. Which we can see. I think it's still going to be there. Or no, it's not. Okay, so let me make this larger. Whoops, didn't want to build. Here we go. Go to edit mode. As you can see, it pops up, goes away. Pops up, goes away. Now I kind of want to give it a more interesting color so that's like extremely obvious for people to see. So I'm going to go to materials, create a material here, and this one, just call it direction arrow. Now we wonder if I should make it like metallic. Yeah, why not? We'll make it a metallic thing. Make it yellow. Zero smooth, or actually, we'll give it a lot. Make it like a very kind of unique kind of thing. So go ahead and give it a bit more metallic feel. Make it feel unique. Direction. There we go. You can see. Now it should stand out a bit more. Yeah, there you go. Yay, we have an arrow. And now we can actually figure out the direction. Actually, hold on, is this the right direction? Yep, it is. Okay, so if we increase this to 40 degrees, yep, it works pretty much exactly what we wanted it to do. Now now let's go ahead. I had to open up Minecraft again, so go Minecraft, go back to Minecraft. Here we play. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to update that whenever we edit the properties. So let me go to, I think it's in UI Manager. New name. Hold on. Hold on a second. I know that needs to be edited. Actually, hold on. Let me go to block interact and see. Okay, so it's this guy. So we have to just go to UI Manager. Okay, so here in, wait, it's the block props one. So block manager scripts set new name. And here we also need to do block props one dot get component dot get component or component. This one will be the text component. So dot get text. Whoops, messed that up. Dot, and this one will be dot text. And this one will be equal to wait, hold on. Oh, special dot rayHit object dot name. And we do plus properties. There we go. Because yeah, it wouldn't update whenever we change the name, so we can now go ahead and do that. Excuse me. So let me go ahead and check and make sure. So yeah, okay, that's perfect. Now we don't need the game manager. Don't need the save manager. Oh, here's Minecraft. Okay, test. And over here, go ahead and load. Just get rid of the notifications here for a second. And whoops, didn't want to throw that out. Here, we'll go ahead and see. Set this to 0. And I want to do is to make this a 7-degree rotation right there. So wait, what? Hold on, let me set that back to 0. Hold on, F3 plus B. I forgot that exists. There we go. That actually helps a lot. I probably should have remembered that as a oh, right. I forgot that that basically this doesn't help because I'm not actually rotating the. However, I do believe that it should be this direction. So this is 70, yes. So this one is the positive and towards the negative X direction. So let me make sure that. So we're in edit mode. Come on. Okay, we have to reset everything. Let me go to edit mode here and bring it up. Let's rotate this 70. And let's go to this direction. It's the negative X. Perfect. And lastly, we want to test if the Z direction works. Hopefully it does. Hopefully. Now for you, I'm going to make you a negative. I don't want to do 45 because it's kind of like it's kind of like hard to tell. 35. No, not 350. 35. Here we go. And negative 350. I can't tell. Right. It's I can't tell. Okay. Need to change this a bit so I can tell where it's rotating. So like that. Positive Z. This is negative. This is positive, I believe. So, oh, looks a little tiny. There we go. Okay. Anyway, so let's go ahead and test it out now. So, have the positive. We're facing the positive Z direction. So if we make this a negative 30, see, yes, as you can see, the arrow is tilted in the right direction. So yeah, pretty much rotation is exactly the same. So good on us. We don't need to worry about that. So I believe I can close out Minecraft now because I don't really need it. Anyway, now what we want to do is to work on the simulate mode. Now we're going to have to do a bit of work with UI before I actually do anything. So yeah, sad face. I don't really like working with UI very much. I don't know. UI to me is kind of, I don't really like UI that much, but you have to do it. Otherwise, games look terrible. So yeah. So let's go ahead and see what we can. We already have the simulation panel. However, what we need to do is, I guess we can also put it to the side. We need to be able to edit the bounds of this, so put it here. I guess that is okay. I'll go ahead and let's anchor this to the right top, like so. Yeah, let's do that. Now what I want to do here is increase the alpha. And over here, this will be, I guess you can have another panel here. Let's actually make this panel here more or less visible. Yeah, let's just make it 0. Actually, let's remove this altogether. So here we want a, I guess actually, wait, never mind. I'll go ahead and make a second thought. I want to give back the image component here. Wait, what the? Oh, what? No, I want to. No, come on, man. Give it back. Okay, there we go. Now, I want to do is increase this just a bit, and why not? We'll make it like darker so it's a little easier to tell. Like black, why not? And the panel here, make it a lot more visible. Up top, what we're going to say is we'll have it say simulation panel. Now this will tell us all the information that we need to know. So this is going to be the label, and up in the label we'll have a text that says, this text will say simulation panel. Or yeah, simulation panel. Okay, and here we're going to center it on the middle. Make sure to change this to black. Actually, we don't best fit. Yeah, well, that looks good. Actually, it looks kind of looks okay. Oh, whatever. Decrease the max size or something. Okay, set it to 20. No. 20. 15. Barely change. 18. 18 is okay. There we go. Simulation panel. And here is what we need to do. We need to set the rotation points of everything. So this is what we need to do. What is it that we need to do? JK. Here it will be the important stuff. So I guess I could just have like a bunch of stuff here. Over here, we'll say this is going to be, we'll have a set rotation. This one will be the rotation panel. Basically, this tells us the direction that all the blocks will be facing. So yeah, we're going to make this pretty big, maybe like that. Actually, I wonder if I should borrow from our good old friend, the block properties, because it technically is kind of the same. Now, why not? I'll just make a new one, even though it's going to kind of look almost exactly the same. But I'll go ahead and make a new one just because. Anyway, let's make this white. And let's go ahead and add a text. This is going to be the, no, we want to do it like this, not that. We'll have it to be the X. And we also want to add a text here just because it's going to say rotation. And we want this to be center, middle, and we want press Alt to the top. Excuse me. There we go. Once again, we need to set this to black because I don't know why it's not black by default. Bothers me. Way too big. Okay, anyway. Now for you, set you to black again. And well, this guy is technically the label as well. And here, this one will be X. But let me actually lower this. Oops, not there. X. And this one will have an input field. So here we'll say input field. There we go. next we want to do is to more properly position it. So no, what the heck? Okay, hold on, let me check. Oh, a little too big. Okay, now we need to move this input field. Okay, exposition. Okay, positive 80. And go ahead, we'll make this small like that. And kind of want to, oops, not that. We want to move you up here or something. Why not? We'll set you at 35. And make this negative 95. Now for the U, I'm going to make it longer. So just a bit more space. There we go. And this one will be the placeholder. We'll put enter X rotation. There we go. There we go. And this one will be the X rot. There we go. Just to differ from the other one, because we might get a little confused. And we duplicate this 2 more times. This one is going to be the Y. This one's going to be the Z. ZZ. Okay, Y, we're going to lower you. Just like so. There we go. Then we want to change the text, obviously we want to make it Y. And we want to change the placeholder to say enter Y rotation. Enter Y rotation. And finally for Z, we're going to bring you down here. This one will be Z. And we finally, of course, we always need to change that to Z. Of course, we also need to change the names of this guy here. So this one's going to be Z rot, and this one's going to be Y rot. There we go. And with that, we can do some stuff. Okay, now we also want to properly anchor this to I want this to be at the upper right. Same with you. I forgot to do this one as well. I swear, come on. Upper right. There we go. Now, go ahead and make this a little smaller now. Okay. Now we have to decide where will the pivot point, which block. Now we actually need to have another panel here, because before we do that, we need to, this panel will say, actually no, we don't want it there, we want it under the simulation panel. This panel here this panel is basically to tell you, this one is a block, okay, come on. Panel, this is going to be block pivot panel. This tells you which block you're going to be rotating relative to. It's similar to the white, the one with the armor stem with the white wool on its head. That's what it is. So this one will be the block pivot point. There we go. Set this to the middle. Again, set you to black because I don't know why it's not like that. Do it like this. And I guess what we can do here, we kind of just need to, all we really need to do is just to put the name of, so actually all we really need to do for this one is to put the name of it. So guess we can have a text here. So this one will be, block pivot point will be at, okay, this is basically just block pivot. Why not? We'll call it that. And with that, I don't believe that there's really anything else to do with it. Now, how will I actually show all of this info? There's actually something I feel like a little interesting thing I should do is, I'm a little curious. Can I let me open up Minecraft again. Can I do a notepad, copy from notepad, and then paste it to Minecraft? Hopefully that is the case because I really, 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 really need this to work. All right, so it's kind of funny. I do need to technically, I technically need to do, okay, technically need to do a bunch of stuff, but let me do a little test here. Let me get Notepad out, Notepad, and let me do a something like data merge entity at E type equals armor stand name equals pi0, and basically we want to limit equals 1, sort equals nearest. Then what we want to do is set pose, and we'll do head 0f 0f 0f, like so, and copy this. And now we want to go get a command block, empty command block, paste it, and no. Okay. What? What? Okay, seriously. If I literally copy, let me recopy that. Copy merge entity at E type equals armor stand name equals I0 limit equal. Wait, hold on. Did I put it as a capital? Whoops, my bad. Let me test this now. No. Just why? Okay, so data merge entity at E type equals armor stand name stop name equals I0 limit equals 1. Wait, did I put 0? Dang it. I'm smart. Okay. Thank you. Okay, good. Now, if I'm correct, that should make that guy. There we go. I am smart. Okay. Let me put this back to 50 so my OCD can rest. There we go. So now I basically want to do is to do this. So Unity paste into Notepad. Write string into Notepad. Okay, there we go. Maybe a .text file. Actually, hold on. I'm going to be a little quiet here. Gotta be quiet. Actually, wait, no. Be quiet. There we go. Creating text files. Basically, half of the file. Oh, okay. I am smart. Now, basically, we're kind of going to have to do almost a very similar thing. Oh my gosh, how many of these do I have? I think I can get rid of some of these. Jeez. How many tabs do I have open? Don't need this anymore. Control copy paste. There we go. Okay, there we go. Much more simple. Now, okay, actually I probably should, before I do that, I should probably go ahead and work on making stuff in, Unity. Finish this, because it's pretty important, So here we're going to just have the name of the block is going to just be set right there, and we also I probably should make sure that this is at the top. Actually, we'll do it like that. Rotation panel as well. Label, as for label should also just do that. So if we go ahead and show this, yay. Now, actually, hold on. Let's see what happens if I do this. Oh no. So yeah, that definitely didn't work. So I guess I can't do anything about that. So I'll just have it set to there. Actually, wait. Hold on a second. This one, we'll set it to this guy instead. And what we'll do is, we'll have it stretch with you. So then when you stretch and all that stuff, so the stretch, yay, it exactly did work. Now what we need to do is do it for the same exact guy. So y row set to bit u, no, this, y, come on, y, you're going to do this as well. Z, do the same thing. Then U, do the same thing. All right. So now, yay, all this works. Anyway, block pivot panel. Same thing with the text, which it does. Okay, you need to stretch. There we go. And there we go. Now what we need to do is work with this stuff with the UI manager. Okay, UI manager. UI manager. Actually, wait. I think I have an idea for what to do. We'll have in the block pivot panel, we want to have a button, and this button, what we'll do is when you press this button, it will make sure that it can, let's have this button be called set new pivot. There we go. And then whenever we press this button, that's when we actually do it. Now I think we should, okay, this is looking a bit ugly, so let me lower this. Let me lower you. The button, we're going to be on the, switch it to the bottom. There we go. Make it different. Or no, we'll make it to the top. Yeah, top like that. Or no, top side. There we go. We'll align you just at the center, just a little bit higher up. -80. There we go. That new pip. Okay, it looks a little too close to the bottom. There we go. As for you, I think move you up. There we go. And yeah, we have to work with this button now. And oh hey, that's a little awkward. Where is that? Label. Okay, rotation panel. Okay, I have to just kind of reset the position. Rotation panel. You're supposed to be like this. Jeez, come on, man, get with the times. Get with the times, man. Not cool. Okay. Okay, I'm weird. Okay, so set new pivot. When we click this button, the next block that we left click on, yeah. So And here we'll have a, I guess we have a public static, actually, should I make a simulation manager? Because that seems like a very interesting thing to do. Okay, you know what? I'll make a simulation manager because like I have like a ton of managers here. Why not? I don't want the UI manager getting any more longer, so this one will be simulation manager. Pretty long name. Simulation manager. Find it in the managers. Simulation manager. Saving can close. Let's close the interaction. Let's close extra. Let's close camera. Camera's a useless folder because it only has one file. Anyway, so yeah, hue will be set to this and simulation manager. So first off, we just need to have a public static simulation manager script void awake. We always do this whenever we make a manager. Script is equal to this, and this refers to the script as a whole. And here we'll have a public static. No, I guess we'll not have it static. Public Boolean, and this one will be selecting pivot. So this one by default it should be set to false. So in void start it should always just be false by default. Selecting pivot is set to false. Now we also want to, I think we also going to have to agree we're going to be needing the Unity engine.ui namespace because we need to use input fields. So we'll have a public array of input fields, and then here will be the input rote. There we go. And here, oops, input rote. Then here, what we could say is, we also need a not this one. We need an array of them. So, and we also need a public text called the pivot point, or we call it just pivot. And here, what we want to do now is we'll do a public void. Okay, I'll just set this up now. New x. Okay, new x. Okay, x rotation, and here it'll take in a string. And yeah, instead, okay, and this one will be the rotation value. Rotation value, okay. Okay, now I'm kind of curious. I want to check something. In the new position, we pass in a new position. New position, block manager. Okay, no, it's in the UI manager where we do this. Set new position, it's negative in this, but do we do the same thing in the... Okay, good, we don't. So positive, and positive. Okay, directly proportional, good. Now for this, what we need to do is string rotation value. So first we need to check if utility dot string is float of rotation value equal to false. Then what we want to do is return, just do a simple debug.log saying rotation value is not a valid float. There we go. And we'll do a then what we also want to do now is to check. Okay, before we do this, we also need to check. We don't actually need to worry about the pivot point. However, okay, I just realized I also planned on making this have a rather than just also having it rotate, I wanted to also create so I'll also have, I also wanted it to have a create armor stands kind of thing. So yeah, I'll also have a panel here. I guess I can also add it here in the simulation panel is basically supposed to run everything that deals with commands. So here, go and add another panel right there. this guy is just, once again, we have to just do it to the top. We set the alpha all the way up, and this one is going to be say command maker, command panel, I guess. Okay, then under this we want to have a text. This one will say command, we'll call it just command maker, why not? Command maker. And once again, like so, set it to black, then at the top, here we go. Command maker, and there is actually one thing that I would like to do here, and I think it should be a drop down. Just a drop down. And here we'll have a few options. The first option will say, it will just say create armor stands. Create armor stands. Come on, are you kidding me? Okay, we just need to increase the size of this drop down, so make it larger. So here, create armor stands. Oops, create armor stands. This one will be rotate armor stands. And the last one will be position armor stands. There we go. So with that, we can now choose how the commands will be made. And then we'll have a button which will, when we press it, it will create a file which contains all the information for the commands. And let me actually increase it. First off, we want to put it to the top and make you a little bit higher up. Then you as well will increase you to like -90. Just because I want to make it like exact. Here we go, and the button will this is going to be, what the heck? That was weird. Okay, press F2. We'll call it create. And in the text, we just have to say is, make it black, create command. There we go. And with that, we can do some stuff. And we want the text. Where's the text? Text. Content item. Where are you? I want you to be black. What? It didn't edit anything. This one is supposed to be black. There we go. Okay, that was weird. So now we also want to have a public. We also want to have here not just a pivot. We also want a public drop down. This is going to be command type. And here, okay, that's really all we really need to do for now. Enter X rotation, enter Y rotation. Okay. I think we also should have to admit that at the start for each input field, we'll call it input in, input rote, what we want to do is input dot wait, what? Okay, what is it? Input dot UI manager, come to me. No, not that. Block interact. Block interact, come to me. Input field dot text. My bad. But text is equal to 0. 0.0. Like this, like so. Yeah, that's basically what we need to do. Now, we also want to do command type dot value is set equal to 0. Okay, yeah. Next, what we want to do for this one is this. What we want to do now is to from this, we want to say that okay, this is going to be a little awkward because we need to actually we need to go through each, okay, now we have to do this. We have to access the block manager script. So for each game object called block in block manager dot script dot the blocks dot values dot block dot transform. We're going to actually set we'll call okay, we'll make it a default variable here just for it to transform. Transform call it here the block. Then here we'll do block equal to the block dot transform, and then we want to do is do quaternion to Euler angles. No, we don't. What we want to do is block dot rotation dot Euler angles is set equal to a new vector 3. In this case, it will be utility dot string to float for rotation value actually I want to change this to something shorter, make it rot by rot, and then we want to do is to add this with the block dot transform dot Euler angles dot no, block is already dot Euler angles dot x. This will make you know what? Well, you know what will make things a lot easier. I'll do vector 3 dot multiply the okay. Vector 3 dot vector. Come on. Vector 3 dot forward. No, right. Vector 3 dot right. Yeah, and then we multiply this by that. And this is basically, if you don't know vector multiplication with a float, not the dot product, I'm talking about a vector times a float, it will basically, yeah, this is pretty cool stuff. simplifies a ton of, wait, what? Oh, oh. What we need to do here is to add this, then we multiply that. That's a pretty important, that's pretty important. Now, oh, kind of realized something. We don't actually want to, we actually need to keep track of the block's original position. So I need something, I guess in the, I really don't want to do this, but I guess here I'll have a public vector, no, this will be a private vector 3. And here this will be, say, it's what we call the initial position, and then here we'll have a private vector 3 called initial rotation. And yeah, now the colors, they're not going to change, obviously. So yeah, this is basically, we need to, whenever we do this, we need to actually, we only want to change this when we actually, yeah, we need to basically change this whenever we change it in edit mode. However, there's a very easy way to actually do this. What we can do is, I don't want to have a void update in this class. However, I'll have a like a public void, and this one will say set pos and set pos and rotation and rot. So this is basically just going to say, however, we actually need a vector 3, and this one will be the position, and this one will also say a vector 3, and this one will be the rotation. Now, we basically want to say initial pos is equal to pos, and initial rot is equal to rot. Or actually, no. This one will be set position, and then this one will be set rotate, and then we'll have another one for set rotation. So public void set rot. And here we'll have a vector 3, and we'll do rot. And initial rot is equal to rot. There we go. Now, what we need to do here okay, initial rot hold on, kind of thinking local block that's size, rotation is quaternions. Quaternion.Euler new rotation. Okay. Oh yeah, we probably need to do with that with the simulation stuff. So rather than doing this, we need to do this. We pass in this actually. Let's just make this a vector. So let's have a vector 3 called the rotation is set equal to this. Then what we do here in the next line is what we do now is we take block.rotation equal to quaternion.Euler, and we pass in rotation. No, that's not what we do. We also need to, never mind, we have to make this we have to do this with a new vector 3 that we have to set each component individually. So this is the x, then this is going to be block.Euler angles.y, and block dot Euler angles dot z. These. Okay, then we pass in here rotation. Okay, there we go. So, oh yeah, also in the simulation manager, obviously we need a public transform, and this one will be the block pivot. This is actually a very important guy, so we'll keep him in mind for later. What is it that I was doing? So, oh yeah, we have this. So we actually, what we need to do in the block manager, or actually, let me take a look at this guy. So once we go through this, okay, so new color, new rotation. There we go. No rotation and position. At this, we need. Okay, we actually. You know what? This will save us a lot of time. We'll just have a vector. Have it like this: vector 3, and this will be position. You know, equal to this whole entire thing. Okay, take this guy, put it here, and then we put position. We'll call it the pos because we need to. What? Oh. Not bad. There we go. Right, there we go. And lastly, after we do that, we want to do is you want to go to you want to do object trans dot I realized that if you do not edit a block, technically I think I know what to do. So if we don't edit a block, that's simple. We just need to go into the void start. Here, what we can just say is we'll set this initial rotation so equal to vector 3 dot 0, like so, and we'll do the same thing for initial position is equal to vector 3 dot 0. So that way we won't have to worry about if you don't mess with it, no values are inputted into it. So yeah, special object, no simulation matter, no. Yeah, UI manager, my bad. Object trans dot okay, so technically it's just special dot ray, not special object, special dot ray hit object dot get component. This one will be the block interact. Then we pass in the set position, and we pass in the pos. There we go. Now we actually kind of have to copy this. So I'll just go ahead. Why not? I'll go ahead and copy this. And yeah, let's go ahead and do it here. Position. However, what we need to do here is to change this to X, and we'll take that, go here. Okay, I realized something. Okay, we'll copy this Then what we'll do is check to see the, okay, utility. Okay, this one is not inverted, so I can copy this, take away that negative, and there we go. This one has to be X though. Just making sure that all this is pretty much just exactly identical. You know what am I doing? I could just do this. There we go. Get rid of that, and we pass in the position. Finally, get this guy. There we go. We have to do the same thing for the Z position. Hold on, we'll just do a space here. And once again, we have to do this. Do this. Vector 3, the position, and this is equal to, grab this guy, all the way up to there, paste you, there we go, and lastly we pass in the position. There we go. Now we have to do the same exact thing, but for the we're going to do the same thing, but for the rotation. So new rotation X. So well, again, we have to do a vector 3 called the rot, and this will be equal to this guy, Rabu. We do that. Then we pass in the rot, and then once again we need to go through. So special dot ray hit object dot get component. This one will be block interact dot what is this? Set rot, and this one will pass in the rotation, which is the what is it? The rot. There we go. Simple as that. Okay, forgot to put the semicolon. Rip. Always forget semicolons. So now we have to do the same thing. Get U first. Then put you there. Then for the rot, so here, vector 3, the rot is equal to, we copy this guy over here, grab it, paste, semicolon, then we pass the rot. Okay, for a second I thought this was for the Z, but it was not. Okay. Again, let's do the same thing. Vector 3 dot not rotate forwards. Vector 3, the rot is equal to, well, we just have to get U. Excuse me. Copy U, paste, and we pass in the rot. Then again, we just have to get U. Come on, copy, and then paste. Here we go. Hopefully now, I believe that should just be exactly what we need. So in block manager, now what we want to do is in simulation manager, rather than doing this, I think what we need to do is to do this. We need to do block interact, and we'll call it block script is equal to the block dot get component block interact and so on. So yeah. Here we can still just do the block dot transform. There we go. And here what we need to do now is we need to take block script. Okay, here. Block interact. We need this to be public, but we don't want to, so public. So this one is going to be get private set. Same thing with you, get private set, make you public. And go back to simulation manager. Here, what did this used to be? Block script, or no? Block.Euler angle. Okay, so what we have to do here is to block script dot initial. This is for position, it's for rotation. Initial rotation dot x. Then the same thing with you. Block. What am I doing? This should actually just be block. So that's easy for me. So block dot initial rotation dot y, and then block dot initial rotation dot z. There we go. Simple stuff. There we go. Now what we have to do now is to do the same thing, but for the y, it's going to be y. What we need to do is edit this. So rather than that, we'll add this with the, oh hey, this is actually a lot easier. With the y, then we do the same thing, but for the z. So again, we only need to do this to the z. Now set you to y rotation. There we go. Or z rotation, I meant. I'm going to be quiet here for a second. Never mind. Okay. Let me. Okay, I believe I need to actually put the simulation manager into the simulation panel. Let me put that just there because that's really all where it's needed. Anyway, so command type will be this drop down. Pivot is going to be block pivot. Okay, block pivot. Let's just label and anyway, so yeah. For this, so what is it I'm doing right now? Oh, hey, we hit 2 hours. Yay. Okay. What is it I'm doing now? Okay, so we also want to have this one will be set rotation. This one will be about a block pivot. This one will do a public void set new pivot. And this what we'll do here is first we need to say block pivot needs to set equal to null. Then what we need to do is set selecting pivot equal to true. That's basically it. Then here what we need to do is public void. Okay. In the block interact, what we need to do here is oops, not that, case mode dot simulate break. Okay, case mode dot simulate. What we need to do here is to if input dot get mouse button down 0. First, there are a few things that we need to do, but here what we need to say is if simulation manager dot script dot selecting pivot equals to true, then what we want to do is to set this block as the pivot. Okay. Simulation manager dot script dot pivot, a block pivot, so it's equal to transform, like so. Okay, I'm not sure if there are any other things that I would like to do with, because if, to be honest, I may want to have like some sort of highlight just to make sure that people can actually people can know that this block, actually no, we don't just do this, I want to go to simulation manager and this one should be selecting new pivot, and then this one we'll go back to special objects. I know we don't need to do that. So here, public void set new pivot. What we need to do is, once again, we need to make sure that, once again, block pivot should be equal to null. However, we pass in a transform. We'll call this the new pivot, and obviously block pivot is equal to new pivot. Actually, we don't need this line at all. It's kind of useless. Quite useless, really. And here, what we need to do is selecting pivot needs to be false. So selecting pivot equal to false. However, now what we need to do is we do pivot dot pivot dot text is equal to new pivot dot same object dot name. There we go. So that should be interesting. And all we just need to do is under block interact, we just need to do that simulator.script.set new pivot, and we pass in the transform. There we go. I think that there's only really one use for this, so I'm going to just do the simulation manager.script.selecting pivot is equal to true. Then we can do stuff. So I'll get rid of this brackets. If there's something that pops up, I'll go ahead and yeah. There we go. Of course, always put the semicolon at the end. Now, simulation manager. We want to also do the /set position, and this one will be public void x position, public x position, and here will be string called position. And here we want to check if if utility dot string is float position equals to false. We want to return, but also I have that right. I'm pretty sure I have it. Yeah, there we go. So debug.log warning that position is not a valid float. There we go. And basically now, what we want to do here is to, one, we need access to the transform, so we have to do, we have to do this function again. For each game object, we'll call it the block in block manager.script.the blocks transform. Actually, no, we don't need to do transform. Actually, do we? Might be long. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. Cough, cough. Gotta drink some water because I've been talking for like 2 hours. Okay. So the block. First, we need to get access to its block interact. So block interact. So this was called block script, or no, called block, and this is equal to the block dot get component. Obviously, this is going to be block interact. Anyway, here now what we need to do, right? We need to actually do dot values here. Then what we do is, well, let me crack a knuckle. There we go. Okay. Vector 3. No. Actually, is that what we did? Okay. So vector 3, position is equal to a new vector 3, and we have the components. I just realized something. I don't believe we need this. We can do vector 3 dot right, since it's the x, then we multiply this by utility dot string to float, not string is float, string to float of position, and vector 3 dot, let me check. Yep. And then what we do is take the transform dot position, or no, the block dot transform dot, not tag, transform dot position plus equals position. Smart. Now that makes a lot of this stuff extraneous. So technically what I need to do here is take the I'll keep this here. However, what I need to do here is actually we take in the block dot transform dot block dot transform dot Euler angles. So we add that with the rotation. There we go. And here, rather than making this huge long thing, all we need to do is do this. Vector 3 dot right. We multiply this with utility dot string to float. Then we pass in rot. Am I a genius or what? This is basic. This basic algebra stuff. This is not even algebra. What am I saying? It's not even that hard to. It's not even like hard to fix at all. It's like I just need to do this, and then this one is going to be up, right? Up is the positive. Yep, there we go. And we need to do the same thing, but for the y position. I mean z position. So yeah. This one will be forward. 3 dot forward. There we go. Finally, yeah, that's it. Yeah, simple. Geez, how long? I can't believe I never realized that earlier. Okay. So now, The reason why I'm not like doing the block that transform dot Euler angles plus equals rotation, it's because you need to deal with quaternions if you're going to deal with rotations, basically. Otherwise, you're going to have things like gimbal lock, which is basically a problem that where if you deal with the XY with only with only three components of an imaginary real, right? If you somehow, I don't know, there technically is no such thing as 3D rotations. There technically is not, because all it really is, because it doesn't really exist. You need 4 dimensions in order to act. We actually need 4 dimensions to actually be able to do rotations in 3D space technically. You just need that fourth axis. The fourth axis is just to the fourth, yeah, the fourth the fourth component in the quaternion is just to prevent gimbal lock. And if you don't understand what that is, then well, maybe look a video up. Gimbal lock, like I'll spell it right here. Gimbal lock. Look it up, and then that will tell you why quaternions are needed for 3-dimensional rotations. Anyway, so yeah. Next, okay, this is very technically, honestly, extraordinarily easy. What the heck did I just say? Extraordinarily? Oh wait, we don't even need this first line anymore. Oh my gosh, how long was my mic muted? I hope my mic wasn't muted for a long time. Anyway, as I was saying here, this needs to be initial rotation because, like I said, it depends on the initial placing, the initial, yeah. Well, however, it really just depends on where everything is at the moment. Now we also need another. So, however, I just hope there's enough space for it. Back to this. So simulation panel. I can definitely make this guy a little bit smaller if I need to. So yeah, I could probably move this up just a bit. And lower you and you as well. Probably like make you like -40. Then we set new pivot. We'll set this to -70. Just a tiny bit smaller. Come on. Block pivot panel. Hopefully we'll be able to duplicate it and have enough space for another one. So then initial rotation panel. This one will be set rotation panel. Now, set rotation panel is okay. Definitely need more space. Definitely need more space. So we need to put this up a bit. Let's you higher. No, not that. This one higher. And with you, not that. Stop, not that. You up. You up as well. It's not spelled. This is not spelled correctly. No, select the. Thank you. Initial rotation. Anyway, this one will be set rotation. Set rotation. Anyway, now, actually no, let's set rotation panel. Let's get rid of that. Then let me duplicate you as well, and hopefully there's enough space. Just a tiny bit more. Okay. Make a tiny bit more space here. So yeah, lower you, and we just have to increase your height. Increase your height. Be like that. Come on, move. There we go. And yeah, it's a little cramped, but we got stuff. So now this one, we have to say set rotation. And I think we also need a button to great. We actually need a button to preview. So I'll go ahead and do this. This one will say set rotation. However, we're going to actually have a button to preview. So we'll have here will be UI button, and this button will be kind of small. However, it will, kind of just have to go here. And this button will say preview. That's what it's going to do. It's just preview the rotation. That's what it's going, yeah. all it's going to do. Put it to the top right like that. And geez. Then we'll also have a button. This one will be preview, and this one will also duplicate it just and let it say, where's the text? Put it this unpreview. Sure, why not? We'll do it like that. Anyway, so this is unpreview. Now, by default, preview is going to be like this. Okay, we have the first thing is that it sets unpreview, and this one also sets preview. So here, game object set active to true, and this one set active to false. Unpreview, same thing. Unpreview, set itself to false, and preview, game object set active to true. So that way when we press it, it switches between the two. Gonna realize the text is not black, and it's really annoying. Black and black. One by default is going to be not shown. Also, I would like to make a empty. This one will just say the preview button. We'll go ahead and do that. Okay. Now, here what you now need to do is in Simulation Manager. In Simulation Manager, we need to do is set this one will be set initial rotation. Now, once again, initial X rotation, initial Y rotation, initial Z rotation. We do the same thing. It's set rotation. Set rotation. Set rotation. Okay. Public void set X rotation. Actually, here we'll go ahead and we'll have a private vector 3, and this one will be the set rotation. Set rotation will be, it sets the head direction and the block. It should, okay. This is starting to actually get into the point where I may need to do some things off camera because, yeah, it's because it's gonna start to get into the math of my secret formulas that unlock the secrets. So public here, before we do that, actually, set X rotation. Set rotation. Okay. Basically, we need to do, once again, we need to do check if utility dot string is float, rote equals false, return debug dot log rote is not a valid float. So exclamation point as always. Then finally, a set rotation will be equal to um, set rotation dot x will be equal to rot is equal to rot utility dot string to float of rot. Now this is honestly very easy to do. You just need to copy paste this. Set, and then this one will be set y rotation dot y, because we have that preview like so. Finally, I'm hacking your mainframe. I'm in. I have your Amazon Alexa now. I don't have an Amazon Alexa, so joke's on you. I have your cPanel. I don't think my cPanel exists anymore. Okay. So yeah. Z rotation like so. Now we have all this. Now what we want to do is have the I have a phone. Oh no. And your PC. Oh no. Do something right now with my PC. Okay. Okay, JK. Okay, so public void preview rotation. What do you want me to do? I don't know, just like open up Notepad. Oh my gosh, you did it. Yay. Okay. Preview rotation. So in this case, all we need to do is, and here, I can call the FBI to have them come to your IP address and geolocate and try. That's a very interesting thing to say. That's very interesting. That's a very interesting thing to say. Okay. So here, preview rotation. What is it that I wanted to do? When I click this, we need to. Okay, we have to do this for each game object. We'll call it block in block manager, block manager dot script dot the blocks dot values. I meant to say values because it's a dictionary. And no, we don't want to do if. Block dot transform dot rotation is set equal to quaternion dot Euler, and this one will take what is it? This one will be, I'll take in, oh, set rotation. There we go. Set rotation. And we have to do it for all the blocks. Now we want to, for unpreview rotation, we just do public void unpreview preview rotation. I'm actually not sure how to do this right now. Let me think. Oh, let me first set this all back up. So game object block. Actually, wait. Oh, we also, that, I guess that means we also need a private, private vector3 initial rotation, like so. So just to make things easy for ourselves, initial rotation dot x is equal to utility dot string to float, and we pass in rot. We just copy paste this like so. Copy paste, set this to y and z. yeah, Z. There we go. Then what we want to do now is we basically just need to run this command again. However, instead of set rotation, we'll pass in initial rotation. Initial rotation. Okay. That pretty much looks like what we currently have to do. So I'm going to let's go ahead and test this out. Actually, wait, no, I didn't hook up anything yet. So I'm smart. So enter X rotation. No. Let me 5 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Do the same thing, but for no, we won't. Actually, no, I can. What am I doing? I can just do this very easily by going into the simulation panel here. Here, we can increase this to 6, and then this one will take in the set rotation. I don't think it's a problem that they're the same name, to be honest. Y rot and Z rot. There we go. Now what we need to do is for the input field U, you need to be on value and we need to go simulation panel, simulation manager, set no, not set, initial X rotation. I spelled initial Z rotation. Okay, that's bothering me. Initial Z rotation. Initial Z rotation. There we go. Oh my god, you did it. Y rotation, do the same thing. Simulation panel, simulation manager, initial Y rotation. Same thing for the Z. And simulation panel, simulation manager, initial Z rotation. Finally, X. Close this out because we don't really need it right now. So set rotation, we have the X, simulation panel, simulation manager, and we have set X rotation. And hue will be simulation manager set, not Y position, set Y rotation. Finally, for the Z rot, simulation panel, simulation manager, set Z rotation. I'm just going to, what I want to do here is just have a serialized field, this serialized field, and once again with you, serialized field, just so I can actually see it in the manager. Yeah. Now I actually probably should do this mode UI manager. I'll do it here in the UI manager because it's probably best to keep it here, the hierarchy animation, and here this one will be a public game object called the simulation panel. There we go. And what we'll do is in mode manager, if current mode is equal to simulate, okay, how am I going to do this? Because I only want to change it if, so again, I guess I can do this. If if current mode is equal to mode.simulate, what we say is this, not that, equal to UI manager.script simulation panel and set active to true, else set it to false. Set this to false. There we go. So that way we can hide it and show it. And we just have to set it up in the UI simulation panel. It's really huge, a lot of stuff. So simulation panel. We go to this. We just have to find it. Simulation panel. There we go. As you can see, it didn't work because why? Because we haven't hit tab yet. Right, there we go. I was in simulate, I go to view, simulate, there we go. Now, I'm going to turn the game. First I'm going to build, and then I'm going to simulate mode. And here. What I'll do is initial rotation, I'll set this to 45. And that worked. Set it back to 0. 0. 0 is not working. Interesting, it's 0 is not working. Simulation manager. Initial X rotation. It's not, this works. Oh, I know what's happening. I know what's happening. Yeah, okay, so we can't use this. We have to actually do the block dot. We actually need to access the script. So block interact is equal to, call it block script again. This is equal to the block dot get component, and this will be the block interact. And here we'll say block script dot initial rotation. There we go. Because what it's doing is it's changing. So yeah, it needs to be the initial rotation of the block. And we just have to now have to do this for every single one of these. So go, copy, then paste, do the same thing, copy, paste, then again, we'll do paste. Again, have to do this. There we go. Now I believe it should work for the initial rotation. As for preview, I actually haven't set up the preview yet, so I'll have, let's do build, go to simulate, set it to like, let's do a, whoops, what the heck? Wait, what? Wait, what the heck happened? What? Okay, that's weird. Oh. Initial position should not be vector 3.0. It should be vector 3. Vector 3, or actually it should just be transform dot position. For rotation, that'll be transform dot Euler angles. So yeah. There we go. Maybe that'll probably fix it now. So what is happening is that it's because it sets back everything to the initial positions, it's actually setting it back to 0. So now if I check, there we go, simulate, and let's rotate along the 45. Let's make it less obvious. So yeah, let me go to 30. Actually, whenever this is opened, we actually want to mode manager. We also want to do this. We don't want it. We also want to do simulation manager.script.start. I actually need the start to be simulation manager. We actually need this to be a public. That's a little interesting. Okay, here we go. As you can see, now if we set this like 30 or 40 there, we change back to 0. There we go. I actually should probably do this. If what is it? We should probably also have the block pivot. This block pivot should equal to null. Then we should also make sure that pivot.text is equal to none. Go. Okay. So let's build something strange. Why not make it like that? And let's go to simulate and test. So this one will rotate a 90-degree. Oh, that's completely unseeable. So yeah, you can't see it, obviously. All right, there we go. Now we have to properly set up the preview button. Preview, we just need to go to the bottom, add another one, and simulation panel, simulation manager, preview rotation. Then this one will say, we'll have to do the same thing, but unpreview. So simulation panel, unpreview rotation. Okay. So yeah, let's keep the initial at 0. Actually, let's make this 45 and let this be equal to 45. Preview it. That did not work. Preview rotation, set rotation. Set rotation.x is set equal to rot. Oh, this one should be plus the initial rotation.x. and so on, plus plus initial rotation dot y, and then the same thing for the z, plus initial rotation dot z. There we go. That should work now. Because what it should do is when we press preview, it should, let's go to simulate. So set 45 and here 45. So preview. Yeah, I want to make it a little bit more obvious when I rotate it. When I rotate the things, I want the okay, yeah. I want to have a target rotation. Basically, I basically want to do like some sort of smoothing, make it smooth, not like, you know. So, and well, here we have public void. I guess here we'll say public void, oh, no, not public void, we'll just have void update. Here we'll make it, here what we'll do is, oh my gosh, 3 a.m. Okay, almost been streaming for 3 hours, almost been streaming for 3 hours. Okay, but here what we'll do is, I think we also need a boolean just for preview rotation. So here, public boolean preview rotation. We want to, then we just have to go here, preview rotate, preview rot. Okay, and here, preview rot is equal to true, and here we set to false. Preview rot is equal to false. So what we'll do here is, we don't do this. What we do is we do in void update if preview rot is equal to true. What we want to do is quaternion dot lerp, not lep, lerp, and what we want to do is to take, oh no, we want to do a for each game object block in the, okay, the block manager dot script dot blocks. Geez. A block dot, what is it that I'm trying to do here? Block dot transform dot rotation dot lerp set equal to quaternion dot lerp, and this goes from block, right, dot values. It will do block dot transform, not tag, block dot transform dot rotation. Then this one will be set rotation. Set rotation. The rotate time, make it 1 second. Okay, quaternion dot Euler, and then set rotation like so. And there we go, like so. Now I'll just get rid of this for each loop. Okay. I go simulate mode. Whoops. Go say 45. It's not doing anything. Great. Interesting. Oh, maybe this needs to be multiplied by time dot delta time. Okay. Let's try it out. Okay, simulate. 45. It's not doing anything. It's weird. Okay. Tree view rotations. Yeah, it should work. Net rotation. Wait, what? Wait a second. What? I think there's something wrong with this. What? What is that? Initial rotation dot y. Right. I'm smart. So plus initial rotation dot y, like this, not whatever the heck I did. I'm smart. Okay, don't worry. I got this. Almost on the 3 hour mark. Geez, okay. Simulate mode. 45. Okay. Very funny. Very funny. One F. Okay. Come on. Very funny. Very, very funny. The delta time. Why not? We'll do that. $45. Very, yeah, you're very funny, obviously. And that was not even resetting the position. I mean, not the position, I mean the, oh, this is wrong. Oh no, this is the wrong spot. Oh, that's why. Here we go. That gave me a sign of what was wrong. So simple. Simulate. 45. Nothing. Great. Okay, let's try this. I know 1 multiplied by any number, that's basically this identity property multiplication. Anyway, just ignore that for now. I just want to get this done. I just want to be able to at least rotate. It's not working. Okay. Let's make this slower. Let's try that number instead. So maybe that's why. Maybe it has to be a small number. Who knows? Jeez. Okay, come on. Simulate. Set rotation 45. Why? Come on. Why? Okay, let's look at the guide. Right, I need to actually set the position, transform from rotation set equal block dot transform dot rotation. There we go. Transform dot rotation is equal to that. Maybe then it'll work. Please work. I just want to get this done, and it's been 3 hours. Didn't put anything yet, so really freaking slow. Okay. 1F. Go. Come on. Oops. Stop. Oh my gosh, please. 45. I want this, actually I'll make it 5 times. Okay. Let's see. $45. Preview. Now I'm going to look under the blocks parent and check if, okay, it's exact. It's good to know. Let's set it to, let's unpreview it. 45. Currently set to 45 and should go to 90. Here we go. Let's do it like this. Five. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I have to admit, that is actually really cool. But let me try a 10. Forty-five, 45, and 45. That's basically what we needed to do. It's not really, there's nothing really hard about it. So set pivot. Okay. Mode manager. I believe this is the reason why. Okay, we can't change. So block interact. Base mode. Oh wait, hold on. Let me check the camera script. Cam control. Okay. Interact, update, left control. So yes, it should be able to interact. So block interact, case mode.simulate. Animation manager, set new pivot. This is weird. Should block interact should be able to pass in its own transform. I don't know why it's not. So let me check this simulation panel. Drop down. Sneeze. Oh my gosh. Nope. Oh, selecting pivot is false. Oh, because I didn't hook up the button. That's right. Okay. I'm smart. Yep, I'm smart. I just want to get this panel done. I just really want to get it done. And that's why I'm still going. New pivot, I'll call it that. The button, go to UI, we'll go to simulation panel. Simulation manager, select new pivot. Selecting new pivot. Notes. Not selecting new pivot. Actually, yeah. Is it? Is it selecting new pivot? Yeah, it is. Okay. So with that, set new pivot. Game. What is this? Can I not interact with blocks? I'm definitely clicking on it. I don't know why it block interact. Why? 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 Is it not interacting? If you input that get mouse button down, simulation script down center. Yeah, it should. I don't get why it's not. Mode.simulate. The current mode is in simulate mode. Is it not? I was in view mode. What? What? Why isn't it in view mode? Okay, what the heck is going on with this? This stuff is weird. Okay. We go to simulate mode, pivot, cube. Okay. With that, let's say I want to see what it looks like with multiple cubes like that. Simulate. Let's go 45 degree. That's really cool. I have to say that is actually really cool. It looks so cool. Rotations are cool. Okay. Oh my gosh, that looks so amazing. And well, I have to say, I have to say this. I'm going to have to end things off now because yeah, this is if you can look at the time, it's 3 a.m. Jeez. And well, I have to admit, I'm actually very surprised. I may the next time that I work on this, I may actually have to do it off camera. However, I think what I'll do instead is like when I finish working on whatever needs to be done with calculations and setting the positions and all that, I believe what I can do from there is to do this. Create when we can work with these commands. Actually, no, we can actually work with create armor stat with the command maker in the next episode. So yeah, that's really about it for now. So thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed.